said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Conrad. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So the USC Trojans offense will start this game off with the football. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed their running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Lincoln. Quick strike complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to...
And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal line. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Trying to punch it in. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out. It's Conrad. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out if they can be more productive this time around. Not much there. They'll give it 1 to the 14. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again, like they've got to protect him up front.
Picked off, what a play to set him up. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, USC.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to throw, it's Lincoln. Quick completion on the out route. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The Buckeyes will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point of going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the quarterback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal! When you're handed, and wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the field.
It'll be third and long. Dropping back, it's Lincoln. The throw to the outside is complete. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Power football with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Timeout, USC.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football, but it all has to start up front.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback, and getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield. It's Lincoln. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Oh, they're after him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the closest. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe,
and this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On 3rd down, he'll have to push it downfield. Grabbed behind the line, it's McGuire. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Fires to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's in open space downfield. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Lincoln. Quickly complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Nice Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job running.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Fighting off the defender. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Rushes on him. Finds his man. It's Conrad. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
It's complete to the left. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Dropping back, it's Lincoln. Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Into the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Slings it downfield. Working that left side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on second down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Makes the grab on the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
So that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
So now it's second and long. Works the middle of the field. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, they execute the end round. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good right down the boulevard. That brings them to within one. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They're working that left side. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing. And
oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He makes it grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'll be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gonna run it. It's McGuire. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Trojans will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wants to return it. Found a little run room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ohio State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for room, it's McGuire. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Punts it out of the air. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistent.
Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Got his man quickly. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it. But you
there he goes. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Gets rid of it. He's got it.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
Working that left side now. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Got his man. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He'll start this drive firing. Extending the play. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
With the catch, it's Conrad. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Second down coming up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. The Trojans come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. That's reeled in. It's Conrad. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He wants it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Here's a heat. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on games.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. To the air, it's Lincoln. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast.
Fires toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his...
Turning it on! Got some room under the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
They did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First, you get the completion.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And the stomping has commenced. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense... reason they're still undefeated today.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the...
Going for it all. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A strike downfield. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
And that's good enough for first down.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to fire on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen,
moving toward the end zone, and fumble! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. They fake it. Looking for a man. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Conrad. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's French. Pressure coming. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.